right, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwadash.
All right, double honors to our apostle, elders, and great millstone. Okay. Honors and salutations unto you, sincere Akianas, preaching his word in sincerity and truth. All right, Shalom to you, sincere believers and listeners thereof. All right, this is a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone, San Francisco Bay Area camp. I'm the brother Yari Allah. I'm Shamar.
Kanak.
Natzak.
Yeah, so we're on our way to camp, you know. So through the spirit, you know, we're just gonna run a lesson that sparked through our spiritual conversation we were having. All right, you know, and somewhere around the theme of this lesson, it's gonna be titled, you know, you Babylonians are in Disney. You Babylonians are living in Disneyland. You know,
Right.
all right, because it's big. It's bigger. We were talking about these people. Okay, feeding into going to Disneyland. I believe they have two Disneylands.
Disneyland and a Disney World.
Okay, okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, so see, that's crazy. All right, and you know, you have when you're a child. Okay, you had what Disney Channel, which where everybody learns about was brought. The founder, the so-called founder, was what? Walt Disney. Which, when you look into it through the spirit, man, he could have been a Amalekite. All right.
More times than not, he probably was.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't look deep into that devil's history. You know, I would believe him to be though. Yet, all right, we were saying, man, he was a high-level warlock, a witch, okay, a demon that these people feed into to this day. And a lot of Jake's been fucked up when you watch, like, that's why you got people like Raven Simone, all right, Orlando Brown, bugged out, totally through, all right. A lot of the children, they get bred up and molested, okay, and worship to the spiritual demon Satan, okay. And then when you look into the shows and whatnot, they got a lot of demonic symbols and hidden symbols behind it. And it's nothing but lies and fairy tales involved in this. Nothing but childish storytellings, man. All right, you know, fairy tales. All right, in which these people, you're bred up. You grow up watching that shit. They got Disney Channel to this very day. All right, they had it way back in the day with was it Disney Mickey House Clubhouse or some shit?
Right,
Mickey's Clubhouse. It was black and white. They had Justin Timberlake, all these motherfuckers when they were young. All right, yet to this very day, you grow up off that. All right, feeding into that, and you people still live in that world. You're grown ass kids. Okay.
In Fairyland.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's right, brother.
Yeah, guys. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3.
Yep.
The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and wizards.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what Esau have been seeking to. All right, because he counsels with the spiritual demon Satan. All right, you know, and that's why he presses out nothing but demons, really. All right, nothing but wickedness. Okay, symbolisms, all right, which we're going to within the little shows and whatnot, within the Disney and just different movies and with in general, different music. All right, he presses out different vibrations. Okay, he summons different spirits. All right, and he causes you people to cast those spirits upon yourselves. Okay, by repeating it, by feeding onto it. All right, by taking heed unto it. You know, and he tells you what, hey, embrace those feelings. You know, believe in it. You was gonna say something, brother?
Yeah, I was gonna say because this devil is a high-level warlock, and we speaking about these elites that run the show behind the scenes, so to speak, the man behind the curtain, so to speak. And what they do is they know that the spiritual demon Satan works on the left-hand side in the spiritual world, so they channel up these demons by pushing different vibrations on the people. You might have the symbol of the pyramid, like for instance, you have the symbol of the pyramid on the back of your dollar bill. You have the symbol of the obelisk over there in Washington D.C. And they said the foundation that Washington D.C. sits on is in the shape of Molech, the owl of Molech. So what Esau is doing is he's channeling these demons to hop on people, for people to accept these demons. You know, that's why he's pushing this homosexual agenda throughout the four corners of the earth, because that's the actual demon that hops on these people. You know, and people accept it, and he pushes the fact, embrace those feelings. No, those feelings are demons. You know. You got it right.
That's right.
I can tell you Isaiah 19:3, and Egypt and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Yeah, and in this place, spiritually, matter of fact, I'll pull it out, Revelation 11:8. You know, this is spiritually Egypt and Sodom. All right. This is Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
And that's why it's called spiritually Sodom and Egypt, because it follows the same things that they did. As far as Sodom, they got sodomy going on out here. All right, all manners of perverseness as far as that goes. And then Egypt, as far as all these symbolism and the demons they worship. All right, like your brother was mentioning, you got the dollar. All right, the symbolism everywhere on your car symbol, the clothing lines, the TV shows. All right, everywhere it's literally everywhere you look. That's how in tune Esau is trying to be with these demonic spirits.
Yeah.
Every single thing that he makes, it starts out with a wicked foundation. Just like our foundation that we're built up upon is a righteous foundation. His is a wicked one.
Yeah. Because I had this book. I once had a book called Codex Magica. Pretty much it gets into Esau's symbolism and how everywhere you go, everywhere you look, his symbolism is everywhere, you know? From your shoes that you wear, the Nike symbol. I believe the check mark goes back to the ring of Saturn, to the Adidas symbol that goes back to the pyramid, you know, to the Toyota symbol, that's just a stylized all-seeing eye, you know. So these companies and everything, they know that in order to be successful in a world of wickedness, you have to carry that vibration. And they showed you that in that movie, what's it called, Branded?
Yep.
They showed you that behind the scenes, the spiritual world is controlling the physical world, you know?
Yep.
So that these demons operate through these symbols. And they showed you that in the movie. That's a good movie for brothers to look into. It's called Branded, you know?
They actually show you the demon that be on people to make them want to do certain things that they're doing in the, like the brother was saying, in the physical world. You might have a demon on you to go eat. You got to have demons on you to go eat McDonald's, Wendy's, all right, all that garbage food, eating a death type of diet, all right, that literally kills you. You got to have demons on you in order to do that.
If I can say, Salaki, the spirit. If I can say something just to add on to what you're saying, yeah, you got to have demons to actually partake in all these things like the brother's going through. And how does these people get these demons on them? Well, through Esau, through his witchcraft, and that's what we're going into. And that Disneyland we were talking about earlier, that is nothing but witchcraft, sorcery. From hidden symbolism to sexual undertones, for children.
Yep.
Okay, there's a homosexual agenda that's pushed. So at all times of your life, you're being hit with witchcraft. You're being presented with an alternate way of living or alternate way of thinking, which diverts your mind and makes you it puts demons on you to eat McDonald's, to eat Burger King, to destroy your body, put tattoos all over your body, okay, to put piercings all over your body, ultimately to live a death lifestyle. What the brother he mentioned, the SAD diet, which is the standard American diet. That diet puts demons on you because it's full of witchcraft. It's full of chemicals, pharmakia. The same drugs that you see people on the side of the street shooting up is the same drugs in your food. They're just at micro levels. Okay, you're just getting micro dose with opioids, with different fentanyls. And this is coming out. That was it on that. I had a precept, but I'm gonna look for it while you brothers keep.
Yeah, I got a precept too, real fast. This Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yeah, and as like the brother was saying, the reason that these people do all these things is because it goes back to you, right? Hebrew Edomites, you pushing that vibration on the people to do it.
Yeah.
You throw the symbol, you throw the idea out there in their face every single day. You got the McDonald's commercials always popping up. You know, people look up to basketball players or a musician or something. These people they idolize. You got commercials with them eating McDonald's and shit, knowing damn well they don't eat that. How you gonna eat McDonald's and actually go play basketball, hooping, running back and forth, or playing soccer? You know, running around, doing all this stuff. You ain't doing all that really, man. Realistically, but he knows that's like that's going back to that Satanism. All right, that symbolism, and as far as like you see your person, him eating, he's like, man, that gotta be good for you because he eating it. And that's what these Hebrew Edomites push, man. They seduce you. They seduce you with it by putting it in your face all the time, make it appealing or appeasing to your eyes and your flesh.
And there's no repercussions. There's a happy ending. You know, you can indulge in your own lust, and there's no how do you say repercussions
for your actions.
You got it, brother.
And another point I want to make, it even goes as far as the actual toys your children play with. Because what happened years ago when I was about 10 years old, the guy that where the brothers were speaking about him a lot, the guy that was one of the creators of the chip, his name was Dr. Carl Sanders. He was doing like a world tour, going to different churches, speaking. So at the age of 10, I happened to be at the church over there in Oakland that he was speaking at, and I was hearing him in person, you know, in the spirit, speak about the chip. So, you know, he brought out how he was one of the founders of the chip and how the elites had set him up. You know, they spent years trying to develop the chip. But another point he was getting into is he was like, folks, there's something about the troll dolls they don't want you to know. Because at that time, this is a popular doll that the kids will play with called the troll dolls. You know, he's like, there's something that they don't want you to know about these troll dolls. But buy my tapes and I will, you know, he was trying to make money. But, you know, as you grow in this truth, I realized, I started doing some research. The troll dolls are actually actual demons. Because what Esau do, he'll conjure up these demons on the left-hand side because he can actually physically see them. And then he'll make toys out of them to get your children familiar with them, you know? The troll dolls. What's another one? E.T., the movie E.T., the extraterrestrial, that's the actual demon, you know? So he puts it out there in his media to get you familiar with these demons on the left-hand side as far as, you know, being something normal. What's that, the movie The Gremlins? Those are demons, you know?
So this is a man that deals in witchcraft. I have a precept real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts.
Yeah, it's talking about here in Babylon, all right? This is the harlot. This place was established by witchcraft, all right? The four founding homosexual sodomite red Hebrew Edomites, all right, that you reverence, okay, and put in place on your dollar bills and in your history and statues of, all right. They were Freemasons, man. They were witches, okay. This place was established through witchcraft, all right, and through blood sacrifice to the Israelites, all right. If you really want to get deep into it, man, all right. This place was built through nothing but wickedness, all right, and witchcraft. That's why Esau has certain, like you was speaking about earlier. That's why he has DC, all right, the White House in a certain place. You know, he has things in certain places at certain measurements, all right, at certain volumes, okay, certain numbers, certain tones, certain vibrations, man.
Yeah. Because he knows how vibration works, and they call it, I believe they call it landlines. There are certain positions on the earth where the energy is more powerful than others. That's why everybody's fighting over that land, our homeland, the land of Israel. That's the most powerful vibration on the earth, and they know it. That's why the Most High said that's his favorite part of the land. So that's why they want control of that land. But Esau knows there's certain power points on the earth where demons, they call it like portals, so to speak, where demons can flow through, you know?
Yeah, the scriptures say, Ezekiel the 28th chapter, how thou art wiser than Daniel.
Yep.
Esau Edom is wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from me. Because you go deep into the sciences, but you use those for the left-hand side, you know? It says, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah, and a lot of all these heathen nations have bought into the Babylonianization doctrine. All right, that wine That's why it says in Jeremiah the 51st chapter.
Gone. I was
right.
going to bring that as a spirit.
Hey, look, that's the spirit, man. You know, Lord, so you can bring that out. All right. Hey, you think Disneyland and Disney channels, all right, all the cartoons and inspirations and whatnot, it reached out to those other countries as well, man. Those other nations. All right. You know, but yet it was filled with nothing but wickedness. It was nothing but deceit. All right. Little cartoons, little drawings, little dry humors. All right. Hey, nothing but it was clothed. It was wickedness clothed up. You know. You got it, brother.
Yep, it says, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee. Slakia, I may have skipped the verse. Verse 5, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yep. Hey, now the Lord is exposing you, showing every pretty much pulling a rug up, pulling up the skirt, so to speak, man. On this filthy ass slut.
Yeah. If I can say this, the Lord, He's uncovering, you know, what Esau really is about. That this place is full of what lies and witchcraft, and now the nations are mad. Well, Jeremiah 51, you know, because they were forced. Oh, the spirit. Can you get 2 and 15?
Habakkuk 2, I got it right here. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 15.
This is why. Yeah, the spirit. Go ahead.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and that putteth thy bottle to him that maketh him. It says that putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him drunken also.
The so-called white man, the Rahib Edomite, he went around the whole world forcing the other nations to drink of his witchcraft. That's part of his doctrine, his philosophy.
Yep.
And then he got everybody drunk. And then he's all, look at you, especially the Israelites. He got them drunk. Jake got super drunk off of those philosophies.
Yep.
You know? So he fed them nothing but witchcraft. So that's it on that verse?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Okay, a little bit more.
It says that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, it says, woe to them that give his neighbor drink. Now go to Baba Kushal, Jeremiah 51.
If I may continue.
Oh, yeah. That's the spirit that's going to go into it.
Thou art filled with shame for glory. Mm-hmm. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, there's many scriptures speaking about Esau going to drink of that cup. Okay? Was that Jeremiah 49 and 12?
Yep.
You're going to surely drink of that cup. You're going to see all the things that you have set up to be snares unto the children of Israel. Okay? Snares unto the world. You're going to fall into all those snares, and that's part of your witchcraft. Okay, go ahead.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
Now that cup is going to be turned unto you, that righteous anger, the indignation. Look what you have done to the planet Earth. Look at the city of San Francisco. This is just a cesspool of wickedness.
Yeah.
Well, it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, that the earth is exceedingly wicked.
Yep.
You know? Because of everything that's going on. All right? You have just abominations everywhere. Rahib Edomite, he just running rampant, doing whatever he want to do, raping little children. Yep. Go ahead.
And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So
we're in the process of the Rahib Edomites' shameful spewings being placed upon their glory, because they have fed the whole world this Babylonian juice.
That's the spirit. I just thought about that movie, the Wizard of Oz. It was nothing but witchcraft, but what happened at the end? Hey, Esau got discovered. It was nothing but a fucking
shriveled up devil,
loser. All right, and that ain't nothing but it is today, though. A red Hebrew Edomite, Amalekite. All right.
Yep.
A piece of shit loser.
Yeah.
That's really a dying. Hey, a red Hebrew Edomite is a dying breed. All right. He's a dying breed, man. After 1,000 years of slavery, he's going to be extinct.
Mm-hmm.
He's over here trying to exterminate everybody and every creature. The whole time, man, you a dying breed your goddamn self.
But don't worry, in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna bring your numbers up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna bring your numbers up, so we got a whole bunch of slaves, and then we gonna exterminate them.
Yeah. You know.
Probably getting off on Jeremiah
51 and
7. Because Esau, he pretty much forced everybody to drink of that cup. You know, he forced everybody to participate in witchcrafts. Fucking bug outs, man.
Dumbass.
You're going the wrong way.
about.
Yeah, but this is part of this confusion. At any given time, you just get on the street, get hit by a car, okay? Car flip, you get injured, you know? Yeah, this place is gone.
Yeah.
This place is done. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Yeah, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay? Go ahead, this golden city.
It says that made all the earth drunken.
See, that made all the earth drunken because wickedness, where does wickedness proliferate out of? Here in America. This is the main source of where wickedness is coming out of. Because America's influence is spread across the whole planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, everybody learns English.
Yeah.
That goes to show you right there. That's the language of business. Okay, if you wanna do business, what do you do? Yeah, it's bug outs. What do? You have to learn English. People want to come. All these nations, they come over to America. What American growing up, what Jake growing up said, oh, I want to go to China because there's opportunity out there. No. What do? You come to America because there's so-called opportunity. Okay, so America's influence is throughout the whole world. Go ahead.
It says the nations. It says the Lord have. It's like it says the Babylon have been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Yeah, the nations are mad. Well, you know what? Let's wrap up on Revelation 17.
Yeah, the nations are bugged out.
Even your own Edomite nations.
Yep.
It's gonna get so hot that they're gonna shoot missiles on you. Okay?
Hey, because everybody getting it. We was going starting off with that Disneyland that you opened up to me, Disney World. Hey, all different nations from all across the world come and travel just to go there and visit, to give into that fairy tale, which is ultimately the wicked ass wine of Babylon of Esau.
Yep.
Well, really, and yet these people, and they have given unto it. Now what? They're starting to wake up to it, and what? Now they're upset.
Yeah, they got an incurable wound. Esau gave them this wine, and then they kept going back to the doctor, getting hungover pills and nauseous pills, and they like, hey, I got this hurt when I was drinking your wine. Nah, don't worry about it here. I'm gonna give you this pill. Yep. And then what's happening is all those drugs are wearing off. And now there's no healing ointment. So now what is a nation going to do? Go ahead, read that, Bubba Shah, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
Yeah, that's the NATO and the EU upon what? America. Okay? This whole Roman-like society, which America is just a revitalized Roman Empire coming back, and these other nations, the EU, NATO, these different European nations, Hebrew Edomite nations. Go ahead.
It says, and shall make.
Can you read that from the top again, Bubba Shah?
Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
See, they're going to hate you because they also drunken of that wine too, and that's going to mess up that is messing the society. Look at Brexit. Look how much intervention the so-called white man here in America has over there in Europe, to the point to where them Europeans, they hate you. Okay, they call you stupid Americans, and they're not talking about Jake. Okay, they're talking about you Edomite. Oh, them Russian Edomites, they hate you. Oh, but I was watching a documentary, or it was more so of a video of like Russian everyday people, their message to America. And they were pretty much saying, hey man, don't mess with us. But it was like, hey, you black people, you're good. You're all right. Then he said, don't F my wife though, Because they know Jake, they know the spirit of Jake. All Jake want to do is just deal with women, be chill, be cool. It says that Jacob was a plain man, meaning he was upright. He was and plain also.
Yeah. And naturally, everything gravitates to Jake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is the former of all things. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Mm-hmm.
It said, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Yeah, so they're going to see that they've been bamboozled. It's going to get crazy, man. It's going to get crazy. You're going to really see these other different European nations turn on America, and people are going to bug out. You know, people are really gonna be like, damn, what's really going on? Or like those drills over there in LA.
Yep.
People bugged out. All right, you got helicopters, combat helicopters, landing in a regular street. Just say if a helicopter landed on the main street, Mission or something, you know, man, people will bug out. So that's how it's going to be. You know, even on a higher level, it tells you that in Isaiah the 13th chapter. Okay, how men's hearts fell in themselves. You know, and also we don't got to get it, but basically, you people are going to be astonished in that day. You know, when those nuclear missiles get shot off by your allies. So, you know, I just, you know, that was it. Any brothers wanted to say anything?
Nah.
Hey, man, you know, death to Babylon. Death to all you Americans. Death to you red Hebrew Edomites. Death to the nigger woman. Death to 2/3 of you niggas.
Death to Disneyland.
Death to Disneyland. And that spirit of Disneyland. Because that spirit of Disneyland is very prevalent.
Okay.
And it circulates. Well, that's one of the foundations of America.
That's straight up.
You know, you come to America, you go to Disneyland, you get you a hot dog, you go to a baseball game, okay, and then you, that's it on that, man. You know, just pretty much, we don't even want to go into a lot of things we don't even say. So with that, we want to say shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect. Shalom.